Good morning. My name is Aries, and I'm documenting my journey to get fit-ish. It takes a lot. Like, it has to be something really important to get me out of bed early. And for most people, early is like, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. For me, early is anything before 11. It's a bit ridiculous, I know, but it's it's 8:30 in the morning, and I am about to head to the first Orange Theory class in years, and I am nervous, but also just mostly super excited. I have missed Orange Theory so much since the pandemic hit. And then also through the pandemic, Mike and I ended up buying a house and moving to a new city that didn't have a location. So even once things opened back up again, it just didn't feel feasible to actually, get a membership in like the neighboring city because it was just too much. And I didn't want the excuse of like, I don't want to drive 20 minutes for an appointment and then blah, 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 because that's the frame of mind that I was in at the time. And that's okay because, whatever. It's in the past and I'm making changes now. But they have finally opened a studio in our city, and it's really not that far away from where we actually live. So I'm super excited. I've dragged Mike up, which is painful because he worked until 2 a.m. and I stayed up until he got home. So we're both not, we're both hurting. But it's Orange Theory Day! I'm so excited! So I'm going to try and show you whatever I can, and I'll talk to you after the workout. But it's finally here. I finally get to incorporate Orange Theory back into my workouts, and I will try and document as much as I can about it because honestly, it's one of the best workouts I've ever done, and I love being led by an instructor, told what to do, and there's like, they don't make it a competitive thing, but like I make it a competitive thing where, somebody's on a treadmill beside you, and if it's time to go at an all-out pace and, the last three all-out paces, they were only at a 6, and now all of a sudden they go for a 6.1, you better bet your bottom dollar that I am going for a 6.2 because Susie QZ Elizabeth Rose, whatever her name is, beside me is not beating me today. Yeah, it's maybe a bit toxic, but whatever. It gets the job done. It keeps me motivated, and it's really fun. So I'm super excited to get back into those orange lights and get this workout started. And I can't wait to take you along with the journey. So yeah, let's go see what the studio looks like. Okay, so back home. So I've had some time to cool down and get my breath back and not look so flushed and hot and sweaty. Wow, that was, even though I have been working out daily for a month, that kicked my butt. That was amazing. I really enjoyed it. It was tough. It was a really good workout. We started on the rower, and it was doing like 15 power pulls, so trying to get as far as possible with a slower stroke rate, but just 15 power pulls. And then off the rower, do like in and out jumps, and then back on the rower, in and out jumps, back on the rower, in and out jumps, blah, blah. And then we went to the floor, and it was a ton of leg work. So a lot of squats, lunges, all with weights. And I tried to go heavy because it was only 6 reps per exercise with little rests in between. You got to monitor your own like rests and how fast you did it. And it was really good. And then there was like multiple sets, I guess. And then it was over to the runner or the treadmills. And it was a lot. So it was like you started with your base pace, and then it was a 3-minute push pace, which means like you go 1 to 2 mile an hour faster than your base pace. And your base pace is like uncomfortable but doable for 30 minutes, and your push pace is like feeling it, and then there's an all-out pace, which is like tough. So 3-minute bases, it was a lot, and so then it was a 3-minute pushes was a lot, and then there was a 90-second base pace followed by a 3-minute push, followed by a 90-second base, followed by a 3-minute push, followed by a 90-second walk, and then a 3-minute push, 90-second base, 3-minute push, then a like 60-second walk, and then a 30-second all out. And for almost all of it, I maintained running. Like I kept my base pace at a running, and then my pushes were a mile an hour faster than that. And most people in the class, when it was time to go back down to their base, they all started walking instead of continuing to run. So I felt pretty proud of myself for being able to do that. A month ago, there's no chance I would even be running at all. So I was pretty proud of myself for that. Yeah, it was cool. The studio itself is huge. I wish I filmed more, but I was very nervous because, I don't know, even though we showed up early to the appointment to set up our heart rate monitors and, tour the studio and get to know everybody and whatnot. So we were there basically just Mike and I, but I still felt weird pulling out the camera. So I did get this shot of the actual workout area, and I like that it's workout stations, rowers, and then treads are all in a row, whereas my old studio, it was a hallway where treads were on one side, rowers were on the other, and then it was an L shape at the end of the hallway, so that all of the floor stations were there, but they were kind of kitty corner to each other. I don't know, it was very small, and the front foyer was a small little hallway, and everybody was always standing on. This is huge. There's a big open area. There's the other place had change rooms too, but it was just a very nice size of a studio. So, and everybody seemed really friendly, which is awesome because it's good to meet people in town, and we've lived here for just over 2 years now, and it's because of the world shutting down, we haven't really been able to meet anybody. And normally Mike and I are the type of people that would join a soccer league or join a volleyball league or something like that to meet people, but that just hasn't existed. So this will be a fun way to meet people, get to know the community, and also push ourselves a little bit harder. We're both on very little sleep because Mike didn't get home from work until 3 a.m. and I usually stay up until he gets home. And yeah, it was very little sleep with how early we had to wake up. So we're both extremely tired now, and it was a good workout. It took a lot out of us. I ended up with 42 splat points. You're supposed to aim between 12 to 20, and I got 42. I spent most of my time in the orange and the red zones, and I think a lot of that is just the heart rate monitor has to get to know me, and then it gets run through an algorithm, and then it changes, and it'll probably eventually even out. But when I work out, my heart rate skyrockets. I don't feel like, well, obviously I feel crap, like I'm pushing myself, but it's not like the amount of time I spent in the red zone, which is like the highest heart rate zone. That should be like you're dying, like you're only there for a little bit. So for me to like chill in the red zone, and then even like on the treads, I'm in the red zone and then able to like recover on my base paces and have it like get to the bottom of the red zone and then go back up, like that probably means my percentages are off, because I just operate at a much higher rate of exertion. I don't know. I'm just talking out my butt now. But yeah, so I just wanted to come on and explain and say like it was amazing. I'm so excited to do more. Unfortunately, next week we aren't going to be able to do any classes. But then they're apparently doing their big grand opening to everyone. So right now, because we pre-signed up and got like a VIP rate for joining before they even were open, we were able to get in and do like a free class, like a introductory VIP class, which is pretty awesome, especially because like I've done this before, so I already knew what I was in for. It was just like, I just wanted the cheaper rate of getting your membership before they open. And then they're going to do a big grand opening. So anybody who didn't previously like sign up, they can come and do their first free class and then decide if they want to sign up and stuff. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to what's to come and how much it's going to change my working out game. And, I've had some people in the comments say like I have most of the equipment for OrangeTheory workout at home. So now that I can start to see how the classes are built again, I can like recreate it at home too, which is really fun. So, but yeah, big exciting things. I've been waiting for this for a long time, and it comes perfectly as I'm committing to this last part of the year. And I'm excited. So thanks for joining me, and I hope you enjoy some OrangeTheory content to come, because it's very exciting for me. So I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.